Essential Camera Gear, take one. Hey everybody, I'm Chase Jarvis. A couple years ago, we made a gear packing video that was quite popular. It got seen lots of times and we got a lot of feedback that's something that was valuable to y'all. So we're a couple years later now and our preferences have changed, the technology's changed, a little bit of our approach has changed as well. That video was very detailed, went into lighting, our kits, the whole deep 9 yards. I don't know if you can say that. But we wanted to take a different approach. Instead of packing and traveling and all the robust gear setup, we wanted to focus on our essential kit. This is the stuff that we think is super valuable to invest in, and it's the stuff that we take on every shoot, no matter what. We're gonna start off with the photo kit, then we're gonna do our behind the scenes video kit, the kit that we make these videos with. That also goes all over the place with us. Then we'll do a little bit of data management, and if you wait to the end of this video, there's a couple pieces of bonus gear that we will show you that makes our lives a little bit better. So stick around to the very end. So let's start with the photo gear. Hold tight. You can see we're very well organized here in our gear kit. Everything's labeled. And again, this kit always stays packed. This is a Think Tank product. This is their rollerboard. I think it's called the Security something 2.0. We love this one. So this would be a good time to give a shout out to Adorama. They're our gear partner. We get all our stuff from them. Great, reliable, fast service. They've shipped stuff all over the world to me, so huge shout out to you all. My camera platform of choice for still photography is the Nikon D4. We're days away from the announcement of the D4S, and so I'll be upgraded to that. But for now, I love this camera, love this sensor. It's my favorite of all time, the Nikon D4. Now let's go through a variety of lenses. Again, you can focus on specific primes that are very particular to your job, but generally speaking, we roll all the time with at least 3 zooms. First zoom is the 14 to 24 2.8. Got a huge front element. Really like this. This is a popular lens for us. The 24 to 70 2.8. This is probably the biggest workhorse in our bag. That zoom range is really comfortable and allows you to cover a lot of ground. There's another D4. I should say that we never travel without 2 bodies, 1 in a backup. You gotta show up with enough gear to get the job done, and you have to have backups in case something goes wrong. And attached to that is the 70 to 200 2.8. Also got stuff for cleaning sensors, this little air jobber, and this whole deal has other things for cleaning sensors. It has intervalometers, some cables, miscellaneous lens cloths and whatnot. Battery chargers, so I take 2 battery chargers, and speaking of batteries, while the D4 has literally the best camera battery I've ever experienced in my life, we still take at least 8 of these things, which is basically enough to shoot for a week. Flash as well, we use the SB910, we always have a couple of those, and that pretty much wraps up the photo kit. Now we're on to the essential video kit. This here is in the Dakine Reload pack, which is a pack we love. Voila. So again, this is not sort of our super high-end commercial bag. This is the stuff that we take on every trip. It's what we make all these behind the scenes videos with. It's our run and gun, light and fast stuff. If you were trying to make a pro film that was really important and critical that you got that ooey gooey depth of field, you might take a different set of lenses, but this is what we take on every shoot to make all our behind the scenes stuff. Our camera platform of choice for making these behind the scenes videos is the Canon 5D Mark III. Just like photo, we travel with multiple bodies. In this case, we have 2 here. The primary lens that gets used on all these sort of behind the scenes shoots is the 24-105 f4. Again, great range of zoom, all the way up to 105, keeps us from having to change too many lenses. It's an f4, so you might be thinking, why not have the 2.8? We prefer the longer range zoom with an f4, so we don't have to change lenses as much. That's a trade-off. Also, this particular lens has image stabilization in it, which is super, super helpful. So the next lens that I would talk about, what else would that be? That'd probably be this guy right here, which is the 16 to 35 f2.8. It's a very, very wide angle, as you guys might imagine. The 2.8 makes it nice and speedy, and it's pretty compact. So this is gonna raise some eyebrows, I think. This is the 70 to 200 f4. So the 70 to 200 is a really classic lens in the 2.8. You've recognized this for years, probably the white Canon lens. That being said, we also choose to travel with the f4 because it's like half the size and half the weight of the 2.8. We do travel with 1 prime, and that's when the light gets real low. This is the 35-1.4. When it's dark, you can still make a beautiful video picture with this. Some other stuff we can go through here. So this is the Zacuto EVF Pro. Love this thing. This is basically a monitor with the Zacuto Z Finder on it, so you can check focus, look at zebra stripes, all that stuff. Another interesting tip here is it uses the Canon batteries. So the same batteries that work in the 5D Mark III work on the back of this guy. That's a great way to reduce having to bring extra shit. So we're big fans of that. And again, we always double up. So we've got 2 of the Zacutos with us in this essential kit. We've got, oh yeah, it'd be good to talk, we talk about the variable ND filters. We use these things a lot. They go on the front of the camera to, if it's really bright, you can ND that thing down so you can get the exposure that you're looking for. As far as mics, these are the Rode stereo video microphone. It's a mouthful. We take 2 of these things. We love them. These little dead kittens on the top of them. That's a film term in case you're new to this world. We didn't actually slay kittens to cover our microphones. And that about wraps up the essential video kit. Just a couple extra features, like all the extra supplies that we have going here, extra chargers, extra batteries, cords. Another good thing about this Dakine Reload, does have room for a laptop. All the essentials that you might need in a pinch go right here, lens cloths, flashlights, etc. Again, not dissimilar to the photo, to our still kit. This is our behind the scenes kit. Let's go on to some essential data management stuff. You have seen this before. We did a video about, I think it's up here, maybe Eric can annotate. Very, very old school. One of the first videos that we did a long time ago showing you this location laptop case. This is handmade. It was very, we didn't craft the plastic. We bought this Pelican 1490 and have over the course of the years continued to upgrade computers. This is the 15-inch MacBook Pro. SanDisk card readers. We're a big fan of Thunderbolt. And speaking of Thunderbolt, these guys are, this is the sort of the data surprise here. The Pegasus J2, it's a 512 gig hard drive, super fast, bulletproof, we love them. SSD, so it's very, very stable, you keep your data safe. They also don't require an external power source. They're, what is that called when you don't need a power source? Bus powered, there you go, bus powered. You still get eSATA speeds without being plugged in. If you do want to plug them in, there's a plug here, then you get the full Thunderbolt mojo. Always roll with 2 of those for the field, 1 in a backup in case something fails. And speaking of failure, we don't like to talk about that, but in case it happens, we also have back at the ranch, say we're on the road, we have 2 of these things. These are 2 terabyte, also promise, these are the J4s. Also Thunderbolt, super, super fast. We will have 2 of these back there. They're rated. So we have all the data on one, copy that to the other. At the end of every day, we bring home these field drives and we will separate these into different hotel rooms in case one is firebombed or someone steals it or breaks in or whatever. Always keep a backup separate. So that's about it for the essential gear. Thanks for sticking around. If you wanted to see this stuff in action, here's a little montage of a recent trip to Hong Kong. Watch this little montage and we'll be right back with the bonus gear. Welcome to Tayo. While I'm at it.
Yeah, please.
That's a wrap. Yay. Woo. Bonus content. You have reached all the way to the very end of the bonus material. This is the DVD extras, back when DVDs were relevant. Do we take other stuff? Yes. That other stuff we just talked about was very, very core. This is where we add a little bit of spice. One of the things you might have been saying is like, where the hell are the tripods? Well, we got them right here. We've got a couple different varieties. We only use carbon fiber. It's expensive. I realize that that's not required. That's just our weapon of choice because they're light. There's a lot of like numbers here. I have or maybe Eric, you can put them on the screen so these folks. This is the 190 CXP RQ4G. I don't think that's actually the name of the thing, but maybe it is. Anyway, super light. This is the combo head, video and still. It doesn't do either one perfectly, but it's a nice combo. Again, when we're trying to travel light, we go on a boat or a plane or a helicopter, or we're flying somewhere, we're on an iceberg. Anytime you can overlap some gear and only take one thing, this is a really nice go-to. If we have room, we'll bring this as a traditional video head, a little bit of a larger tripod. This guy here is the 75.5 CX3. I don't remember what the head is, it's just a nice video head. And then if we're shooting stuff that's gonna be out in the wilderness where it's really critical that we have everything buttoned down, that's this guy, bigger. Again, this is the MT-057C4. I think there are better names for these things. Again, Manfrotto carbon fiber. So those work for photo and video based on what head you're using. A little bit of audio gear, we often take this. This is a very small kit. The not that audio player that Microsoft made in the 90s. This is the Zoom H4n, great little device. Microphone's built in, so I can just point this right at you. This also fits on top of a camera. We're using like a hot shoe sort of adapter. And we also travel with at least one set of lavs, sender, receiver. And if we know we're gonna like have other people, more people than just one, or if we're interviewing or whatever, then we'll travel with more. This little beauty is Rhino slider, the carbon core Rhino slider. We love this. This folds up super tight. Actually, I have all that folds up into this little case right here. And you say, why would you want to take this thing? Because it allows us to get super sexy slider video shots. Just a little movement in the camera that's stabilized always makes those videos look a little bit sexier. The cool thing about this one is this carbon core, which is this guy right here. Boom. This makes it so you don't have to travel with two tripods. A lot of the old sliders, when they're longer or whatever, you have to put a tripod at each end, or you have to bring your own mojo to attach it. This is built right in. Super sweet, collapses down, fits in that little case. Those are some extras that we travel with. They're reasonably small, they can fit in your pocket, or not really, but they can attach to the backpacks that we've showed you we use already, and don't add too much bulk or weight or drama to your trip, and may add a little bit of value. All right, so that's it. That's all the bonus material. That's the essential stuff. Hope you enjoyed it. Huge shout out again to Adorama, our gear partner. Much gratitude there. And if this is valuable, I don't know if you dug this or not, but if you did, subscribe to our channel. Let us know by your like button, your subscribe button, a comment down below, or somewhere out there in the universe on the social internets. Let us know how we're doing, what we missed, what you want to see, and we will try and deliver. So signing off from Seattle, Washington, I'm representing the 206 area code. Farewell, my friends.